watching 7 Action News, always taking action for you.
We begin tonight with Detroit's financial crisis and extreme controversial measures to deal with the city's debt.
Yeah, Detroit already on the brink of becoming the largest municipality in history, may be forced to have the largest art sale in history. The city of Detroit, as you know, facing $15 billion in debt. And it's believed the city has billions of dollars in assets right here inside the Detroit Institute of Arts. All of those treasures could be up for sale. So we'll go now to 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner with new information on this big controversy and what can be done to save our culture. Jim.
Glenda, if there were an art sale, it wouldn't be right away. It would be several months down the road, but it would bring in people from all over the world with very deep pockets. They visit here now. We were told late this afternoon the emergency manager doesn't want to sell assets here. He told the DIA several weeks ago to protect the assets.
They can look at forming some covenants in ways that would monetize the value of the asset there, but keep the art here in Detroit.
This has never happened before.
It could take months just to get an estimate on 60,000 priceless works of art. Much of the inventory here is owned by the city of Detroit. We've learned only a small number of the works may be protected with ties to the moneyed families who donated them. They're kept in the Taubman and Manoogian wings and the Ford Great Hall. Some of the pieces are centuries old. The Institute has already hired an expert bankruptcy attorney in New York.
I learned very recently that Chapter 9 bankruptcy is a rather obscure area.
So the fights could come on two different levels. The first, when emergency manager Kevin Orr tells creditors they need to take cuts. They will counter by saying, you have value in Belle Isle, the water department, the Manoogian mansion. Nothing's ruled out.
This would be something that would be driven by the creditors and not by the emergency manager.
That could mean Chapter 9 municipal bankruptcy and an uncertain battle there. There is no precedent on the same large magnitude of Detroit.
We will do what's necessary to protect them, whatever that is.
So here's where everything goes from here. The emergency manager will be meeting with, get this, 45 different creditors in the next month or two. We should have a pretty good idea by fall, if not earlier, where everything stands and whether these assets are exposed. Glenda, Joanne?
I mean, Jim, these are our precious gems. It's so hard to wrap your head around getting ready to sell these off, maybe.
Well, it's still several months down the road, and that would be as a last resort, and it would probably have to be ordered by a bankruptcy judge in a Chapter 9 process.
All right, Jim, thanks so much. You may remember last November, voters in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties passed a millage giving the DIA $23 million a year, and people in return get free admission. Traffic is up 40% this year. And the financial crisis in Detroit will definitely be a topic next week at the policy conference in Mackinac. 7 will bring you those reports from the island all week long.